In number 6, we're once again going to use a proportion to compare a couple of the triangles that we see in this diagram. We really have 3 triangles. The smallest one that I've got marked in black, kind of a medium-sized one over here, and then together they form the largest triangle. And so we have to identify, first of all, in each one of those triangles, which sides do I know? So looking at the smallest triangle, there's 2 sides that I know. The short leg is 9, and the long leg is x. In that medium-sized red triangle, I know the short leg, which is x, and the long leg, which is 16. You'll notice in neither of those I knew anything about the hypotenuse. If I look at the entire triangle as one large triangle, the only thing I really know there is the hypotenuse, which is the 9 and the 16 combined. Since that's the only thing I know, it's not going to be enough information for me to really use that large triangle. But that's okay. I had enough information for the small triangle, and I'm going to mark that over here. We're going to put the information about the small triangle in the numerator of these fractions, and we're going to take the information that we know about that medium-sized triangle and put that in the denominator. And we could have flipped those around, but that's just what I'm choosing to do. And now, what information from those triangles are we actually putting in? We got to have 2 things that we know about them, right? One in this fraction, one in the other. And so we know the short leg, and we know the long leg. I don't know the hypotenuse, and that's okay. I just need to know 2 pieces of information about each in order to compare them. Once I've got this template for my proportion all set up, it's just a matter of finding those values and plugging them in. So if I'm first of all looking at the small triangle, which is highlighted in black, and the short leg of that small triangle, that's the value 9. If I look at the small triangle and look at the long leg, it's marked as x. And now I'll go to the denominators to identify parts of the medium triangle. The medium triangle's short leg is x, and the medium triangle's long leg is 16. So once you've got through all of this geometry of setting up the proportion and identifying different parts within the triangles, now it's a matter of using algebra to actually solve for that value of x. I'm going to use cross products because I know that whatever that cross product is, in this case x squared, it's going to be the same as this cross product, which is 144. And now to get x all by itself, not x squared, I want to take the square root. And if I do it to one side, I've got to do it to the other side. So in this case, x, which is this altitude that was drawn, has to have a value of 12.